Hey, what's up? How's it going? Jet. Welcome back. Get your popcorn ready. Who died so that coggers could live? Nobody. It was just... It's an addition only. How come it's lagging, though? Better Twitch TV is working on Firefox, at least. Yeah, I was going to tag like Games Workshop in my tweet, but does Games Workshop have a Twitter? It's too late now. Unless I delete it and post it again, but I was looking and they don't have a Twitter. Unless I'm crazy. Are they just some kind of, like, anonymous entity? No idea. I don't have a Twitter either. Well, that's okay, because you don't have a multi-million-dollar series of franchises where you sell products ranging from figures to video games to beyond books. Yo, more 40K, sweet. Okay, more 40K. Babies first, 40K. We're back. Hope everyone's doing fine. Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Sure, I guess. Good afternoon, chat. It's good to be here. I'm doing fine, I swear. 40K more like RIP 401K. Is that a stock market joke, Ganaga?
This is the sub sound.
40K is what's left out of the 401K. Ganaga, please don't remind me I pulled out too late. Oh yeah? Well, I never put in. So how about that? Who's laughing now? Invest now. Stocks are on sale. They're like 50% off. Tox, it's nice to see you. You're looking particularly pale today. That means I would make a suitable mate for anyone in a higher up position, okay? Social classes dictate that the paler you are, the more suitable you are for a good match. I'm probably gonna be like married off to a king of some or queen of some small country's daughter. You know? And then I'm gonna inherit after her parents die. I get to inherit that whole country. Means you're delicate and don't work the fields like a peasant. I'm delicate. Alright, tanning does not make your skin tougher, it just makes it crack. And make you moisturize more. It's tougher in like a rough sense, not tougher in like a I can take a beating sense. Okay? You can lay out in the sun for 10 hours a day. That doesn't mean that you would last longer in a scuffle down at the docks. Etalyx the Inheritor. Dude, imagine how much you'd have to pay in taxes, though. Like, if you inherited some kind of island nation, that's like winning a car on The Price is Right. I don't want that. I don't want to win a car on The Price is Right, especially not an expensive one, because now I got to pay taxes on it. Immediately. I would be like, all right, you inherit this island nation. It's gonna be 1.2 billion in taxes. I mean, if you inherit a nation, you can just not pay taxes because you own the nation. Well, somebody's gotta give money somewhere so that everything can stay afloat. You know? They gotta refill the air balloons underneath the island that keeps it floating. Maintenance on that doesn't just happen by itself. How do you think those islands are out there floating around? If you inherit a nation, don't they technically pay you taxes? All right, but if it's a nation that I inherited, do you really think that there's a substantial amount of people there paying money? You know? I feel like if anyone who inherits an island nation probably ain't gonna be making much bank. There's probably gonna be like 24 people there, and the only reason that they own the nation is because they skirted some kind of treaties or law that allowed them to like sneak that one away without paying homage to any other nation. Look, I don't know. Host privilege says, hey, coming at you with the flu. Well, I hope that it's a regular old flu, host privilege. Thanks for 39 months. Stay indoors. Drink lots of fluids. And consult a doctor if you don't feel well. Only in 2020 could coming at you with the flu be used as a threat. "2020 has not been off to a great start. Hey, what's up, Lord Tin? Welcome back. Good to see my tech priest here. But thank you for the sub host privilege and for sticking around for almost 14 months. It's a very long time. They're about to shut down campus where I am. It's kind of scary. It's for the best, though. For the best. Honestly, you don't... Hey, I hear you over there. You know who you are. Stop licking the carpet. You're gonna get a fur ball. But yeah. Honestly, your teachers, for the most part, realistically could just assign some reading and be like, everybody stay inside. But the problem is, if you live on campus, you're just gonna be in the dorms. Is it better? Is that better? College dorms are like a bunch of beached cruise ships, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's... You can't really quarantine yourself in there, so I don't know what they're gonna do. What if Rashala spawns there? That's a... That's a great question. I don't know. Anyways. What are these channel point questions? What percentage of men in the world do you think you could beat in a fist fight? Let's see. I'm about to tell you right now. I'm gonna give you an answer. I just gotta get some data. I gotta get some stats, some factoids. I have to give you a percentage. All right. In the world. That's a lot of data. Hold on. I gotta look at some world demographics. Why is it so difficult to find this small piece of information that I'm looking for right now? Okay, I can find tons of, well, okay, I guess it's because I'm looking for world data. Like, I could find US data because we have a census. I don't think everyone in the world has a census, though, necessarily, so that's why it's probably difficult, to figure out what's going on without just doing estimates. But I was gonna, okay, so, here we go, world demographics profile. Here we go. Okay, I found it. 2019. I got the info. So, anybody 0 to 14 years old, I can easily beat up. That's 25% of the world population. So I'm at least better than that. All right, I could beat up a baby all the way up to 14 years old. Done deal. 65 years and over is only 9% of the world population. I thought it would be higher. So that's 34% minimum. Then there's another bracket, 15 to 24 years old. Some of those 15-year-olds are scary, dude. %15 is their total. I would say I could take at least half of them, right? At least half. So let's round that up to 8%. So I could beat up 25 plus 9 is 34, plus another 9 is 43. So that's 43%. Then ages 55 to 64 is 8.84%. Some of those 55-year-old pluses are ripped. That's just a fact. But I would say at least half of them. Maybe the other half could beat me up. That's another 4.5%, 5%. So what's the total? Roughly half. I would say roughly half of the total population of males in the world I could beat up. At least. I kind of ignored the 25 to 54-year-old bracket, which is predominant. That's 41%. I don't know how many of those dudes I could take on. 25 to 54. At least a third. At least a third. So that's another 13%. I think I could beat up probably over 60% of the world's population of dudes. And if I couldn't, I could outrun them, right? One or the other. If I couldn't outright win, I could at least outpace them and get away. When was the last time you people ran? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know, it's not a marathon issue. I just got to sprint. I had to sprint for a short term duration and just duck and hide somewhere. You can't run if it's a fight to the death. That wasn't the question. It was just who could you beat in a fist fight? Fist fights don't end in death. Most of the time. Professor Dirk says, have you ever considered doing a dramatic Yelp reading stream? I've... Why are you asking that like it's a... Why are you asking that as if we didn't do that on stream as a side joke? Like, hey Etal, have you ever considered doing dramatic Yelp review ratings? I do know that on your stream, you did that as a joke one time, so like, you know what I'm saying? You're asking it like it's somebody else's idea. John Centration asks, who is this handsome streamer? Alright, let's get into the game. We've already been here for 19 minutes because I'm looking up world demographic population profiles to figure out how many of them I can beat up. Where's the time gone? Whatever, we're just talking. We're just chilling. Just hanging out. Now let me tell you why we're playing this again. I've already drank half my coffee. Wait, this is the amazing world of world demographics. Is that a TV show? My TV show? Let me tell you why I'm playing this again. Because after I was done playing it, I went into a Simcopter stream after I got some food. And then he started talking about Warhammer 40k. And so then I was listening to him talk about Warhammer 40k. I didn't even know that he liked Warhammer 40k. And then he's like, yo, you gotta watch this video. And he linked the... Dude, this is by Luton? I know that dude. I follow him on various medias. I've known him since I was making YouTube videos and stuff. And he's the guy that made the Warhammer 40k lore history 4-part video series that are like an hour and a half each with like 3-4 million views. I didn't realize this was made by Luton though. That's awesome. Anyway, so he linked that. I haven't watched it yet, but I got it bookmarked. And he was making it sound all cool and stuff. And then when I woke up today and I was like, what do I want to play? I was like, I want to play Mechanicus because it was just so much fun. I could just play a different game, but it would, at a certain point, you're doing variety for variety's sake. Like, yeah, I could play a different new game or a game we haven't played yet, and we're going to. We got plenty of those. But the whole point of playing new games is to hopefully find something fun, right? So if I play a new game like this and I think, wow, that was a lot of fun, I want to play it again, why switch it up and play a different game? Because that's why you started playing a new game in the first place, find something fun to do that. So I long story short, why am I doing this? Because I want to. That's the short version of the story. This guy in particular is talking to me. I wonder why. Hey, what's up, Virus Blood? Everybody else is just popping in. You didn't miss a single thing except some hypothetical scenarios that we're playing out. We are going to do a little bit of customization on our tech priests. I will also re-explain the basic mechanics of the game once we get in, and also generally what's going on in this game in case you missed yesterday's stream. I don't expect you to have watched a whole 10-hour stream and then catch this the next day. Here are our chat member tech priests, though. Cosmic Anomaly's in the game. Lord 10's in the game. Ionic Naga is in the game. And we got 3 more spots for 3 more tech priests. So if you stick around, maybe we'll get somebody else. And you'll be one of our hero units in the game. Up here is where our troops are going to go. And troops are basically expendable pawns that are much less important than these guys down here. And they have different roles. The servitors are just meat bags that run in and absorb some damage. But they also build up your team points that you can use for special abilities but in taking hits for you. And we just unlocked our very first new troop, which is someone who goes into stealth mode at the beginning of a mission and cannot be targeted until you perform an attack. So they get to sneak around. They have 3 more health, 8 instead of 5, and they also have a shield against energy weapons. And they do range damage. So really, this is just all around better, for the most part, than this dude. The difference is they cost you resources to field. So, we're gonna unlock some more troops today. We're gonna do some more missions, but first, I left us off with a bunch of money. We got 1,134 Blackstone, which is our resource to do upgrades. So we're gonna upgrade our dudes. So our newest one is Ionic. And Ionic is probably the most in need of some specialization and upgrades, because your armaments are fairly lackluster at the moment. That being said, there's nothing wrong with pumping all your points into 1 or 2 people and then saving the third person and using them kind of as like a fallback augmentation. Because even at worst, Ionic Naga is still better than just having a troop in their place, right? Even right where you are now, you're still like at least as good as 2 or 3 troops. Variety. Can you believe it? We got a little variety this week. We played Pathologic 2. We're playing Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. We'll probably play another new game or something tomorrow. Etalyx, you play a game twice, that's not variety. If you play a game a second time, that's just the same as the first time. You may as well uninstall that game after you play it once. I need something else new. It's like, honestly, it really is. Art imitates life, chat. Hi, Sawdust Bunnies. You know, like when you go to the grocery store and you buy, let's say, 2 bags of cookies and at least 2 or 3 different types of chips? I buy like 3 different types of chips when I go because every time there's a sale. And it's like, if you buy 3 bags, you get this insane discount. So I try and get like 1 of this one, 1 of that one, 1 of that one when I go check out. When I get home and I really want to eat some of my snacks, I'll open all 3 bags sometimes and just get like 4 chips out of each one just to taste all the different flavors. I don't know why. I'll eat like 1 cookie out of this, and then I'll eat like 2 chips out of the Cheetos bag, and I'll eat like 4 Pringles, and I'll be like, I got a nice sample of all of them. Why? Why can't I just be happy with 1? I don't know. But it's the same thing here. I actually have no idea why I got off on that tangent now, but I know that I closed my reasoning and tied the 2 together. I just don't remember why. If McDonald's started serving steak, what level of doneness would you order your McSteak? I wouldn't. I would not buy steak from McDonald's. But also, if I had to buy steak from McDonald's, I would order it as it comes. However they normally prepare it is like how they're trained to prepare it. You know? And I would want the steak to be cooked in the way that they were trained to prepare it. Nobody wants an underdone steak from McDonald's. I'm the complete opposite. I can't have more than 1 bag of anything open at the same time. I just get bored, and I want to try different flavors. Oh, that's what it was. It was about playing a different game every single time. But right here, these are my Cheetos. All right, so no more delaying. Let's take a look. I'll tell you guys what each of these do. Cosmic Anomaly is only rank 4 right now, which is the same as the one we were just looking at, the new person. So I probably want to upgrade you. The goal with Cosmic Anomaly is to create a character who kind of stays out of harm's way, a little bit further back, and does some longer range, high damage. But also,
This is the sub-sound.
augments our minions, our troops. And that's what the Secutor class is for. So Secutor in particular are the leaders. They're the ones who command the troops to be better than they're supposed to be. So I'm trying to make Cosmic Anomaly into a Secutor who can augment those smaller, weaker troops. And also I'm side grading into Tech Auxilium, which is primarily a means of buffing both our tech priests and himself. So basically making like a support character that has some decent weapons to, you know, dish out some damage. Lord Tin, conversely, gets up in the action, and you can see has a few more augments than the others right now. It's also much higher at rank 6. This is my highest level 1. And his purpose right now is exclusively Explorator, but we're about to do some upgrades from Explorator as well. Now, Explorator is basically getting dirty, so very fast, and pretty good at melee, because he can run right next to enemies and not really trigger any of their attacks, and also does bonus damage to certain abilities as well. So we're going to branch out from Explorator soon and try to augment you. But since you're the highest ranking level, I'd like to bring up some of our other friends. But his whole thing, Lord Tin, is he's got the power axe, so he gets in close and dishes pretty big damage in melee. But also, he's got some helpers. So on one shoulder, he has the Omnispecs, which can tag an enemy and give them a 50% chance to miss if they try to hit him on their next turn. And if he does take damage, he has a Curatio Claw, which can self-heal. So he's built to take damage, basically, and get in the thick of things. To that end, he's got a Torso Augment, which is plus HP and armor. And besides the Power Axe, he also has just a free Blast Pistol that does a little bit of bonus damage. Then I also gave him this Arm Augment, which adds a physical damage to all attacks. So giving him another weapon would be beneficial because you would get the bonus damage from this. So that's what we got so far. Not too difficult. In short, range support, up close brawler, and then Ionic is currently saw the little glitch one. Currently going down the path of healer and also like suicide priests whose whole purpose is to take damage in order to do more crits. So like crit healer. And there's a lot of interesting combinations you can do. This one's a DLC path, but you can mix and match any of these that you want. And they all have 5 different skills, and then they all have 4 different articles of armor and clothing that you can equip or not equip. Oh, and also, I want to go ahead and just to try this out, I might regret this decision, but I still want to do it anyways. We're going to bump the difficulty up to very hard today, and I want to see how much harder that makes the game. So if I get my butt kicked, I am going to turn the difficulty back down. But we're going to see how much harder very hard makes the game. That's the max difficulty by default. Ooh, Warhammer 40k. Whoa. Indeed, yeah. That's actually really cool. Yeah, the upgrade system is probably one of my favorite parts about this. Because you really have the potential to make your own builds and combos and experiment with the different branches and see what you think is good combo or not. Plus the knowledge that you're going to have 6 tech priests total to play around with. So I don't feel like I'm missing out if I don't pick a certain tree because I'm like, don't worry, a future tech priest can try that one out and see if it's fun. Or if I think something on these guys is fun, I can use the same tree and then combo with something else entirely. And you can go further and actually like upgrade them and give them different weapons and gear. So on the tech screen, this is how many weapons are in the game. And we've only unlocked 6 of them so far to play with. So we just got the Infestus Mechadendrite, which is a melee that knocks an enemy back and does 1 damage. But it's free. Doesn't cost any points to use. We got all these support tools. We just unlocked 2 of these. We got the Cog, and then we got the Refractor Field Generator. So we might play with those. Troops, we've only unlocked 2. So I think there's 3, 6, 9, and then each one of these below it is a tier 2 and tier 3 upgrade. We got ship upgrades. So we got the additional Tech Priest and Cog gauge got increased so we could do more special abilities. And then Canticles, which are like 1-use permission buffs. So it's quite a lot. Quite a lot. What are those big platforms in the back for, Etalyx? Well, some big boys. We're gonna have to find out, huh? Maybe we'll find out today. These ones? Probably a huge troop that you get to summon. We'll find out. No spoilers, chat. So this is the Necron Awakening progress, 20%. I think it's game over if this hits 100%. So this is basically your end of game marker. And our goal is going to be to complete missions for the various characters. And each mission is going to unlock some new tech, new toys, or, you know, progress a character's particular line of missions. Alright, so let's make Cosmic Anomaly better. Cosmic Anomaly is only level 4. Next upgrade's 163. I can definitely afford some upgrades right now. But we might save some Blackstone just in case. We don't need to burn it all. Unless it's a heretic. So, Secutor, next ability is all troops in range will attack the selected target. I really do want this one. What do I have right now? I have this vest. We can also work towards Tech Priest unit gains +1 physical armor. That just helps you. I'm more interested in the stuff that comes below that. But it wouldn't hurt for you to get into melee range occasionally as well. So physical armor would be helpful with that. Or there might be some physical guns that would mitigate damage for it. Choose between 2 canticles. Alright, so this blessing is... When it says choose between 2 canticles, that's in addition to the 3 that you're allowed to bring into the match, correct? This is like an either-or Hearthstone card type buff, right? Yeah, I think so. And this one's the same thing. So you could have like a ton of canticles. Let's go down the troop one, because that was the whole point of this guy. All troops in range attack the selected target. Costs 163. We can make troops do a free attack, and we get an extra augment slot to upgrade our gear. So there you go, my friend. Now, I could do that again. We could go one more. Towards the troop canticle. Cognitive canisters have -1. Okay, so if this is a 3-turn cooldown, you can just keep reusing these buffs every 3 turns, right? That's my understanding. And this one is for all tech priests, so this is useful too. Which one, chat? Which one do you want to go towards? Do you want to go towards continue towards the troop buffs, or start pushing towards tech priest buffs? Which one would you rather start pushing towards? Secutor. Troop, purge the Xenos and all that, etc., etc. Etc., etc. We all know the lines. We all know the verses. Troop, 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 Secutor. Because it's like the coolest word I ever heard. What's up, Etalyx, my lord? Alright, well, in this case, we have to pick a piece of armor. So since we've already got a chest piece, for Secutor, we got 3 other pieces of gear. But you have 4 pieces of gear per speciality, okay? So like if I picked another chest piece here, it might be better or different or a side grade to the one that I've already picked. But I'm gonna try and, you know, not overlap, because you can't wear 2 helmets. So in this case, I kind of want to look and see which one I want for both. And what I mean is, like, if I look at this helmet and I say, that'd be a good helmet, I want to go over here and make sure that this helmet's not better for my specialty. Does that make sense? So, like, my options are 2 HP bonus and an energy armor, which is survivability, +3 to HP max, and you get to move a little further, or +2 to HP max, and you get a 20% crit chance. And then if I look at the other one, those same slots would be 2 extra movement instead of 1 for these leg augments. The helmet is 2 energy armor, but no extra max HP. And basically what armor does, there's only 2 types of armor, so it's easy to remember. Physical and energy. The armor negates the damage of its type. So 2 energy armor would block 2 energy damage outright from every attack, no matter what. Unless it gets broken by a special attack. And this one is also gloves, 1 HP to max and 20% crit chance. So, these gloves are just better than the other gloves. They just are. So we know we're not gonna pick the other dude's gloves. But the leg augments, I might like to move a little further sometimes. The +2 to energy armor sounds nice as well. So does the 2M of movement. What does Lex Mechanic Tree do? Lex Mechanic is one that we're going to be branching out to. This one increases the number of cognition points, basically your team resource for special abilities. And we're going to have somebody that specializes in this too. Alright. I think out of all the ones that I'm looking at, the one that I like the best is the 2 HP max and the 20% crit chance. So we'll pick that one. Now I actually have to equip this to use its benefits, but it's just there, it's open, available for me to use. So going back to this screen, here is our capacity to augment our human. The goal here, from like the lore, is that these guys are all humans, but they're tech priests, so they're augmenting themselves with machines under the will and guidance of the Omnissiah. So by removing select pieces of their humanity and installing, you know, different parts of blessed machinery, they're embettering themselves. And we have a host of characters with different opinions on that, too. Hi, what's up, Corgi? What are you doing? I'm, gonna rip apart some Necrons and also put some machines on my dudes and blast people with lasers and stuff. It's gonna be real fun. Tax, I know it's a little off topic. Have you checked out the new RimWorld DLC? I haven't played it yet, but I own it. We're doing a 1.0 modded playthrough currently, so you might, if you're interested, there's a few VODs that you could check out if you wanted from a few days ago. All right, because we upgraded twice, every time you upgrade, you get 1 wrench on this augment capacity. So each of these have a cost associated with them. If you play Star Sector, think ordnance points, because we've been playing Star Sector recently. So the stronger the item, the more it's going to cost you to put on, right? So I have 2 free slots. 1, 2, because these are the gray wrenches. So we can put on those gloves that we just unlocked. Those are some cool looking Darth Vader gloves, but they do cost 1 augment slot. Maybe that's worth. This is supposed to be the support person, so I'm looking at support role tasks right here. And I'm thinking, you don't have a melee. What if I gave you this new melee that we just unlocked? It only does 1 physical damage, but it can knock a target back. Ooh, this actually doesn't go in the melee slot. It goes... Look at this Doc Ock Claw. Oh, I love that. And if you say, I really like that Doc Ock Claw. You do? Well, why don't you just put another one on? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that is better, huh? So this is a leg slot, glove slot, helmet slot, backpack slots. You can really kind of mix and match how you want the dude to look. I don't know if I want 2 of those. But it might be good to have 2 of them. I don't know. I really do want the new gloves, though. 20% crit chance seems really nice. And then I really want to try this refractor field generator. We found this in a random event. It was in some sarcophagus, I think. We dug around in the sarcophagus, and I don't think people were too happy with us, but we did find this permanent blueprint that I can use now. I would like to give this a try, because this is supposed to be the support guy, and this is a force field generator. Absorbs 5 damage to allies in range for 1 round. So what would be best to get rid of? Probably one of the 2 things I just put on. If I'm supposed to be support, then crit chance doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. That being said, I could ditch the Volkai Blaster because it's so expensive. And it also costs 2 wrenches. And then I could put on something that is just a little bit cheaper, maybe? Like this macro stubber. Does 2 to 4 physical damage to a target. So I don't do a ton of damage. However, I have 3 weapons. And I might even get rid of the Phosphor Blast Pistol, just because it doesn't do very much damage at all. And then I want to try, let's just get crazy. Let's get 2 of these claws, which are knockback and like a single damage. And then we got this dude. I still have 1 more slot though now. So that gives me room to put in the force field generator. Look at how many different like pieces are coming out of this. All right, that looks good. Let's just give it a try. So you're level 6, you're level 6, you're level 4, I think. So if I want to, I can make the level 6 dude even stronger, or I can start trying to catch Ionic Naga up. I think let's try catching Ionic up a little bit. So I'm currently specializing you in Engine Seer, which is heals, and then Zinnerite, which is take damage to do more crit. And I think for this to be good, you really need to start building towards that crit first. So that's what we're gonna do. Corrupted Technology is gain +1 to all damage, but after you attack, you lose a hit point. Which sounds extremely dangerous. However, at the beginning of your turn, you do restore 1 hit point automatically. Okay? What do you got? I feel like you want the add +5 to HP max if you're gonna be shooting a lot and losing a lot of hit points. I feel like that would make sense. And that's probably better than having the armor. You just want a ton of hit points, not really much armor. So yeah, let's go with that. +5 HP to max. Do it. So now you're rank 6 as well. And your next upgrade will give you gain 5% crit chance per missing HP. And I have the points to support it. So I'm gonna say let's go ahead and spend that 198. We really got a lot of Blackstone on that last mission. But this is the skill that makes this class start doing more damage and being more consistent. Alright, so you're now the highest level Ionic Naga, and we're gonna save the rest of the Blackstone. I got 3 cogs. Since you take so much damage, I want you to heal. So the Curatio Claw can heal you every so often. That seems like a good thing. You're going to want to take damage, right? At the start of battle, the unit appears untargetable until he performs an attack. Gain 25% crit chance until the next attack. So this seems cool, but it's only useful 1 time. Is 1 use enough? That's the only reason that I don't like this, is because it only happens at the beginning of a battle and that's it. But you will have an insanely strong opening attack. That is true. And I feel like we need weapons that would benefit from having a high crit. So in that case, let's try the arc rifle. Because this thing can do 1 to 8 energy damage, and if you're critting with that, it should do, you know, a good chunk. So we'll give you that. You've already got a power axe. Why don't I just give you a regular old blast pistol? Because if you have a ton of crit, we just want you to be able to, you know, perform a lot of attacks. That's pretty much all you've got, but I didn't give you the torso augment. The pistol's nice because it's a freebie. But I feel like having health is more important right now. Ooh, look at that chest piece. I like that chest piece. I like that everything you put on is a visual upgrade.
This is the sub-sound.
I'm not really sold on the cog Occultaris, because it's just the one-time use, and it's taking up a slot. Like, is one-time untargetable 25% crit chance better than having a gun that you can shoot all the time, every single turn? It doesn't seem like it. Seems like it would most useful in a character that would benefit from survivability, like a glass cannon. Yeah, it seems that way. All right, let's. I like this setup that we've got here. You've got the heals, you've got the guns, you've got a ton of HP. You're at 15. You've got a ton of crit. You've got pretty fast movement. Seems pretty much in tune with the build that we're trying to make. All right, let's save the rest of our Blackstone and gear up for our mission. Let's go. We got 5 available to choose from. Let me read some chat real quick. Is this like an ARPG? No. It is like a strategy tactics game that also mixes in some exploration and story and random events. My laptop is repaired. This day is truly blessed by the Omnissiah. What's up, Metalbit? How are you? Box of Noobs is back for 12 months. What up, Box of Noobs? Thank you for sharing a year on the channel. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the sub. And J. Micah Cooper says, 3 years of listening to you talk about food and sometimes you play games. Thanks for all the entertainment. J. Micah, I'll have you know that I had one of the worst meals last night that I have ever had the misfortune of preparing. Okay? I was desperate. I'd been streaming for almost 10 hours. It was 1:30 in the morning. I went to the kitchen and I looked and there was 1 pound of beef in the refrigerator. So I took it out because I knew that's what I was going to be eating. I also had some green peas with butter and salt. So I had some vegetables. I was like, I want a starch or something to go with this too. So I got some rice-a-roni. However, as I started cooking, I was getting very distracted by other things that were happening. You know, Midas needed to go outside, and he wanted to go outside like 2 or 3 times, and I was also talking at the same time. And unfortunately, I was supposed to brown the rice with the butter in the skillet, you know, like saute it a little bit. And I left it in there a little too long. And part of the rice turned a little too brown. But it got worse. I can live with that. I can live with that. It wasn't burnt. It was just a little too long left sauteing. It's fine. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. However, as I was preparing the meat, I realized that the cheapo hamburger helper that I had purchased from the grocery store required milk. And guess what I did not have in the refrigerator? Or rather, I did, except it was already expired. So I said, that's a no-go. I'm not gonna use expired milk inside of my hamburger helper. So I gotta go with plan B. What can I do with a pound of beef? Pasta? No, I've already used all my spaghetti sauce and my spaghetti noodles. So that's out of the question. Plus, I would have already been having to boil the noodles because the meat was already done. So I looked deeper. I know what to do. I can make sloppy joes real quick. I've got a packet of mix for sloppy joes in the cabinet that I keep for a rainy day such as this. Taking that out. All right. So I put the water in, I put the sauce packet in, and I go to grab the tomato paste from the pantry, but it's not there. How can there not be tomato paste in the pantry? I always buy tomato paste when I buy a packet in order to prepare delicious and tasty sloppy joes. It's impossible, but yet it was not there. So the meat is sitting in the skillet with water and sauce mix and no tomato at all. So I get desperate and I think, well, at this stage, what are you gonna do? I guess I'll have to use tomato sauce, because that's all I got. So I opened up some tomato sauce and poured it in, and of course the expected result is what happened. It instantly became extremely runny and very soggy and wet because the tomato paste is supposed to absorb the water that you already poured in there to mix it in. But had I known that I didn't have any paste, I would have just put in the tomato sauce and put in like half of the water you're supposed to put in. So it turned into like a soup. So I'm having to reduce all the water from my Sloppy Joe's soup that's currently cooking in the skillet. So I'm boiling it harder than you're supposed to try to get the water to reduce. And as I'm doing that, I turn the timer on for 10 minutes. Those Sloppy Joes are gonna, yeah, they're gonna be too sloppy. As I'm doing that, I go to get the buns, and I realize that the buns have been sitting in the pantry for like a week or two too long, and I'm pulling the buns out, and there's no mold on them. None. However, they're a little crusty. And by a little crusty, I mean a little stale. And by a little stale, I mean a little too crunchy. But I don't have anything else. These are the buns that I've got. So I put the buns on the plate, and I'm getting ready to eat. And as I start scooping the now reduced Sloppy Joe that's too wet and liquidy and doesn't even taste tomatoey enough onto my stale, crusty bread with my slightly burned rice-a-roni, I look and what do I see on the counter? But a single can of tomato paste that somehow avoided getting put in the pantry the last time I went grocery shopping. It was there less than 3 feet away from me the entire time. But I didn't see it. And so I ate my meal. In shame. And I tried to be thankful that I had any food at all. It didn't work. It was still kind of gross. You could have just done meat over rice. It's simple but classic. Well, the rice I was making was broccoli cheddar. So in my mind, broccoli cheese and sloppy joe meat didn't sound very good together. And that's the end of my story of dinner last night. Thanks for listening. All right, which of these missions do you want to do? So, Vedex is like the most holy. He always quotes the scriptures, and he's very concerned with purging heretics. If we do this mission, we get all energy attacks get a buff. We get a new type of troop, and we get some money. If we help out Kepra, we get another cog gauge max increase. We get a ranger troop. These are both good. We have not helped out Ro yet, but if we do help out Ro, he gets us a plasma culverin, which costs 4 cognition points, but fires a beam in a straight line, which passes through all units. So it can do collateral damage. Which I can see this being extremely useful with our new melee weapon that pushes enemies, so we can push enemies into a line and then blast them. I love the art. Oh yeah, the art's fantastic. Wait till you hear the music. Captrix, we also haven't helped before. If we help you with this hard mission, we get a heavy arc rifle. So, even bigger. We get a larger spotlight. We get troop deployment cost reduction by 30% forever. And some money. And then last, if we help Zerzides, we get a Gauss Gamma pistol, which ignores armor on its attack. So ignoring armor is kind of cool. And we get an upgraded servitor. So what would you guys like to do? I'll let you choose. I don't know if you remember all the things I just said, but there are various difficulties as well. Death to all heretics. Surprise tomato paste. Did you eat with the table? I ate standing up. Does that count? Hard mission, please. Well, I just bumped the difficulty up to very hard, so it's gonna be harder than yesterday. The Ranger one. Well, this is an easy mission, but it does a lot for us. Gets us a new troop and gets us a permanent max gauge increase by 1. You want to do this one? Second mission? I think this is the second mission. Is this game like XCOM? You're gonna hear that question about another dozen times or so today. It has similarities. Put it like that. This is based on a tabletop Warhammer 40k game. Up, left click. What, this one? This is the first mission, not the second one. But I don't want to do this one because I just don't care about this guy. And also I don't really care about his buff. I do care about having another cognition. Let's do this one. Okay, I'm going to deploy all 3 tech priests. And I kind of like the setup that we had where we get the infiltrator and then 2 servitors. Eventually we'll have even more slots unlocked where we can send in more people. So I have to pay 17 Blackstone in order to field the Sicarian infiltrator, but it's totally worth. Alright, as far as mechanicals go, these are just 1-use buffs I can use on the mission. I like my heal. I don't know how I feel about that one. 6 cog points is good. The next 4 attacks will ignore armor. Seems pretty good. Restore 10 HP. I thought that I replaced that already. So let's get the 10 HP heal. And how about just the next 4 attacks will ignore armor? That seems like it gives us some versatility. We're in. We have a problem, Magos. This is basically the main character, Faustinius. This is basically the player character. He's us. I still have no idea how to play this game, but I nod my head and say yes. We'll explain it once we get in. It'll be good. All right, so we're helping her, right? Yeah. One of my Scutari units is escorting an Oculus topographus to produce fuller interior scans of the tomb of Argalek. They become bogged down by Necron attacks and are cut off. They will surely perish if they do not get immediate support. And the Oculus. Sir, we have an index. We get Half-Life Alyx for free this month. It will be lost too. And yes, I am aware it is worth a lot more than any of my soldiers' lives. We're going in. The last communications from the Scutari said they were under heavy fire and trying to prepare a defensive position. Since then, they've gone dark. They're either dead or the architecture of the tomb is interfering with their comms again. Both possibilities reduce the percentage chance of the Oculus topographus being recovered. Which is why I need your tech priests on this, Magos. We have to move with speed and a hell of a lot of firepower. That I can supply. We advance immediately. Yes, Magos. Thank you, Magos. Deployment number 6, protection detail. Find and save the Oculus topographus. Alright, so it's over here. We kind of choose how we want to... We gotta go here no matter what. Because it's the only route. Not a good sign for it to have become separated. Perhaps it was damaged by enemy fire. In any case, it may contain some useful data. A malfunctioning servo skull drifts around this chamber trailing sparks. It looks like one that accompanied the unit escorting the Oculus. We can acquire it for recycling, extract the data chip, and leave the skull itself behind. It may have become contaminated with Xeno data. Or search the chamber before trying to recover the servo skull. Enemies may be nearby. Tough call. What's up, Chilla? Crumbly Cakes? Welcome. Anybody else is just popping in? Hello? Do we just need the exclamation? Is this like XCOM command to appear on like a 10-minute timer? Or maybe 5-minute timer? Space nerds invade the tomb of space Egyptians. Yes. A yes or no will do. Bitch, Google it. Okay. Malfunctioning servo skull drifts around this chamber, trailing sparks. It looks like one that accompanied the unit escorting the Oculus. Recover the servo skull and return it to the Cestus Metallicon for recycling. I want to go ahead and extract the data chip and leave the skull itself behind. It may have been contaminated with Xeno's data. Well, that was a mistake. Without the need to preserve the floating skull, one of the cohort jumps on it and tears out its data medium chip. This triggers a fail-safe device that causes the servo skull to explode, wounding the trooper and destroying the data. At least any data contamination has been avoided. Okay, so I can go left. or I can go up and hit exclamation, exclamation, glyph, glyph. They said time is of the essence, but I don't know if that was just flavor or not. But anyways, I'm just messing with you, chat. But also, the amount of time it takes somebody to open a stream, click on a game, ask if it's like XCOM, wait for the streamer to hopefully read their comment, which may not happen, get a response, then ask for clarification. You could have watched a gameplay trailer that's 1.5 minutes on YouTube. That would do a much better job because paid professionals recorded and edited a comprehensive video that will show you at a glance what a game is. So, like, you can just do that. You're my paid professional. It's in one of his moods again. But there's only so many times in a 48-hour period that I can answer the question, is this game like XCOM, without going insane? Do you know what I'm saying? Just write it in the stream title. Banned for a week. The next guy that asks. But typing the name in is too much effort. Better to just wait. Sorry, Cranky. Just write. Is this just write the whole description in? But really, it's a deeper issue because it's not like this is the first game that is a tile-based strategy, turn-based game that I've played on stream. Because it's really the culmination of also having streamed Mutant Year Zero and also having streamed the other game that actually is like XCOM, Phoenix Point. So, like, this is the third one that I've played. And it's, yeah, Rage Quit Point. So, like, I think I just get a little annoyed that every single game that has a turn-based, tile-based system has to be attributed to XCOM. You know? All of them. Like, when I play, what did we play? When I played Escape from Tarkov, people didn't come into chat and be like, is this like Doom? Hey, I really like Doom. Is this similar? When I play RimWorld, people don't ask, hey, is this like Dwarf Fortress? But everyone asks, is a turn-based tile strategy game like XCOM? Every person. And it's no individual person's fault, it's just the hive mind. The hive mind. XCOM had good marketing, I guess. I guess so, yeah. The other funny thing is, XCOM made a board game, right? And there's been dozens, maybe even hundreds of board games that have similar mechanics to the XCOM board game. I wonder if when people play the XCOM board game, if they ask if it is like a different board game that they play. They probably do. And the cycle continues. I hope that when I play XCOM 2, everybody in chat asks if it's like XCOM. So that I can finally answer yes unironically. But no, this game is not like XCOM. XCOM wishes it could be like this game. Put it on the back of the box. The corpse of one of the Skitarii squad lies at the entrance to this chamber, evidently cut down by Necron fire while trying to provide a rear guard for the rest of his unit. Recover his gear for reuse, pray for his mortal soul, or burn the corpse to put it beyond the use of the enemy. Pray for his soul? Is this like Warhammer? Is this like Warhammer 40k? Is this like Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Recover his gear. Scavenge does sound good. But you know what? I'm going to be a good tech priest and pray for his mortal soul. The cohort says a few words of prayer for the fallen Skitarii, though many have and will fall in these tombs. That is no reason to eschew basic rites of passing for this one. The cohort takes solace from the fact that if they were to fall, someone might perform the same service for them too. But to answer owners, to answer your question, there are no cover mechanics. This is the way that I described it yesterday was, if XCOM is FTL, this game is Into the Breach by comparison. With some events that kind of remind me of FTL a little bit. Like the ones we're doing right now. Some of these may turn out to be fights for all I know. Let's go up, over, and then kind of cross. The chamber is covered in dust and debris, which clearly show the track of the Oculus Topographica. It is clear it went this way, and the trail it left could be followed by the cohort to reach its location as quickly as possible. So you're saying this is the Dark Souls of computer games? Yes, is this like Dark Souls? Avoid the trail entirely, in case the enemy has used it to set up an ambush. Follow the trail, but slowly, in case the enemy expects Mechanicus troops to be following the unit. Follow the trail with all speed. Follow the trail, but slowly. I feel like you could get punished either way. Is this like putt-putt? Yes, this is like putt-putt. I do want to just neum on through, but I know that's the most likely to be... The cohort heads rapidly in the direction of the Oculus Topographica, though they feel the eyes of the Necrons upon them. They outpace any attempt to flank or ambush and make excellent headway toward their objective. Necron initiative decreased, so that was actually the right call. Sometimes you just gotta be brazen, chat. Alright, now let's swing on over here. Every time you move, this timer goes up. And when this timer goes up, the Necrons start to become more aware of your presence inside their tomb. So the longer, it's a risk-reward scenario where the longer you take exploring the tomb, the more stuff you can get, but the more difficult you're making your battle or battles when you do fight. The more alert the Necrons are, the more perks that they get in combat. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room, beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, we can reap the rewards within. I don't know what this symbol is. I think this one was bad. Okay, this one is What do you call those little map measurements? The little triangles? What are they called? This game is like Battletoads. But yeah. Onerous was basically the shopper that came in, the 1000th shopper that got the confetti and the awards to come down. You just happened to be like the 4th or 5th person to ask if this game was like XCOM in 60 minutes. It was just like a byproduct of the density in which new people were coming and asking the same question over and over again. Are the results of those questions fixed, i.e. there's a 100% correct answer to each one, or is it more RNG? I think there is some RNG. There is some. I'm gonna try... The compass? Is that what that's called? The map measuring triangle where you, like, rotate it? That's called a compass? Whatever. It looks like a club sandwich with a toothpick and an olive on top. A container of some sort that seemingly has raw binary seething within. No cognition points lost. Minus 0. It's kind of a weird... I don't think we have any. So it can't take them away from me because there aren't any. How greedy do you guys want to be in here? Alright, I don't know what this one is either. This one looks like a social studies globe. Or like a star, like a 3D star map. Ooh, +1, all units healed for +1 HP. That's nice. So how greedy do you want to be? If you want to be real greedy, you go here, then there. If you want to be minimal greed, you go just one and then over. Is this on normal? It was never on normal. It was on hard yesterday. Now it's been bumped up to very hard. The easier the mission, the more greedy you should be. Well, we're still on max difficulty right now, so keep that in mind. We haven't played on max difficulty yet, till today. It's one of the Oculus Topographicus beacons. It deploys them to help scan an area. It could already have started mapping the tomb. There could be more nearby if you think it's worth finding them. A deployable beacon lies at an intersection of passageways. The Necrons might be interested in this too. Booby-trap it to punish the Necrons for their inquisitiveness. Search for more beacons and recover them. The data might be valuable. Do not search for beacons. The data they might contain is not worth holding up the mission. What if the Necrons booby-trapped them against me? The cohort searches the area and locates 2 more beacons, pausing to extract the information from each. The Necrons, however, are closing in and become aware of the cohort's location. You get some cognition points, but their awakening level goes up. All right, this should not cost us anything to move to because we've already been on this. Oh wait, no, we haven't been over here. Well, you said max greed, chat. Just because you like a challenge, I guess. A single port designed for a Necron canoptic. I don't think I've seen this one. This one actually looks like a globe in social studies. This one looks like the star chart. The star chart was bad, though. The globe is bad, though. I think they were both bad. Servitor ouchies. Oh yeah, the star chart was +1 HP, but I didn't know what the other one did, so I like to check it out. Be wary, Magos. Remember, admonitions Mechanic 3:16. Seek not the words of the Xenos, lest they infect us with blasphemy. A Voxcaster unit somewhere in the tomb nearby is broadcasting streams of code, possibly a Necron transmission. This could be a Necron communications device, and destroying it could disrupt their capacity to coordinate their attacks. Ignore the device, it's probably spewing junk code. Find the device and attach a comms unit so the transmissions can be decoded. Find and destroy it. The cohort takes a detour from their path to find the device, a large machine of obvious Necron construction that is increasing in volume the data it transmits. A quick burst of gunfire later, and it is destroyed. Its innards contain valuable materials that can be harvested for use by the rest of the mission. You have found the Infestus Mechadendrite, which is a upgraded version of one that we already have. This is a tier 2. Single target knockback, and it does 2 damage instead of 1 for free, but it takes 2 augment spots, which is a little annoying. 2 augment spots is a lot for just 1 bonus damage. Videx is basically a pope. I mean, he's like a cardinal. He's basically a space cardinal. New ooh, who's this? New template detected. Observing. Excitement statement. How glorious. The Xenos vary their weapons. Plus Tesla weapon tech. They do not show signs of Prometheum flamer tech, which only shows their inferior steps in technological advancement. I recall that in Xenos and the Cant, version 0010101. The Xenos... Not now, Videx. We've dealt with Immortals for a while now. They're proving to be a worthy threat. Now they have a separate weapon pattern. This is most concerning for our troops, sire. Troops are of little concern. Mission is always priority over biolife forms. Scan or destroy. Okay. We got some peoples in here. We got the Necron Immortal that we haven't seen yet. And then 5 warriors. Quite a lot. So, what we're here to do is, here's the TLDR of the story so far, chat. The TLDR is, Adeptus Mechanicus is the name of our group. We are following the echoes of a report from another guy who kind of came to this world and was said to be awakening something, so we came to investigate what was going on. And as we came here, we found that it was like a Necron megatomb. And the Necrons are the evil green boys with skulls who are all machine, and they are considered heretics. We are here to purge the heretics. So while we're in the tombs, kind of trying not to awaken them, any ones that we do awaken, we're trying to exterminate. Now, it turns out that the megatomb is not fully awake yet, and presumably we do not necessarily want to fully awaken it. That's why we have like 2 separate meters. We have this is the individual tomb that we're in's awaken level, and then we have the overarching tomb world's awaken level. So it's like a whole world of Necrons basically that are asleep for some reason, and we're trying to figure out why our other dude was there, what he was trying to do, and why all these Necrons are here sleeping, getting ready to wake up. So it's tower defense? No. This is the beginning of a combat mission, and we are going to place our units. So I've got 6 units at the bottom of the screen. 3 of them are tech priests. These are our like hero units, and they're free to place, so they always get to come in. But you see the little orange cog under the other ones? That is going to take out of our pool of cogs here. So I can place either 2 servitors because they're 1 each, or I can place a single Sicarian infiltrator because they cost 2, and all I've got to work with are 2. If I had 0, I wouldn't be able to place any of these guys, but I could put them down if I collect cogs before the next round starts, so I can call in reinforcements. So right now we're just going to position our troops in such a way that the Necron warriors, we get to go first, so I get to move first. This is initiative up here, so I get my guy, my guy, my guy, then like all 6 of their guys get to go. So it's okay to put my dudes at the front. And honestly, this is, I'll probably put Cosmic over here, put Ionic over here, like this, because Cosmic can shoot a little further out. Give these 2 the bridge if they want it. And I also want to grab the Servitors. No, I think I want to grab the Sicarian Infiltrator, actually. And we've got like a like an elevator over here that you can use to flank. But I don't know if I want to flank because there's 3 more bad guys on this side, which is kind of obnoxious. But maybe I want to flank with the Sicarian Infiltrator. So I'll put the Sicarian Infiltrator down and then we'll begin the battle. Okay. So it begins. Here's who we're dealing with. That's the brand new. We don't know what his weapon does. All I know is he's an immortal. So we're gonna find out in just a moment. Is this like Clash of Clans? No. But yeah, Alpha Scotsman, we're just playing this blind, so if I say I don't know what somebody does, I'm not really like asking for tips necessarily. I kind of like everything to just be a surprise and let it slap me in the face, even if it turns out to hurt me, because we're not playing permadeath. But I am playing on very hard difficulty. Music is sick though. I think this is a different song. I don't remember hearing this one. So, since we have an initiative, I cannot choose to use my team out of order. The only way that I can manipulate what order we play in is by not doing a single move with the troop, and I can delay their turn. They will go to the end of the line after everyone else gets to move, and then they'll get to move. So sometimes that can be beneficial, but by and large, for the most part, we're going to have to use them in the order that they appear, based on their initiative. So I have to use Cosmic Anomaly first or last. Those are my 2 options. Cosmic Anomaly has an interesting possibility here with the Refractor Field Generator. Now, I wonder if you use this, is it in an area around you, or do you get to throw it? Because that might be cool. We also have access to our Servo Skulls. So you might notice that each of our tech priests have a servo skull floating around them. And these guys can be used for a number of different things. 2 things by default, but Cosmic in particular has 3 options to use it with. So number 1, I can use a servo skull to go around the map and fetch cog points from various hotspots. So I could send them over there, get a cog point, and that might open up some abilities for me. Option 2 is I could use them to get some intel on the enemy. So like this new guy, I might want to know what he's strong against, so I could have him go do some intel, recon, and tell me what his armor is, what his health pool is. Option 3, specific to Cosmic Anomaly, is I can use my servo skull to buff a troop. So if I want, I can tag my friendly stealth troop over here and give them extra movement, extra damage, and extra crit chance for as long as they stay on. So quite a few tactical decisions, and that's just one ability. I'm kind of annoyed that you have to go first. I might make you go last, because I really want the servo skull to buff my ally. But I really need a cog point, and I can't have both. Ooh, I forgot that I have cognition freedom, though. So I can at least do an attack, but I really want to throw down a refractor field generator and then everybody move up. That's what I really want to do. So what we can kind of do is also look around the map and see if there's any other cognition point generators. There's not. So this is a different map we haven't played for before. This is the only one you can get cog points from. So it's going to be actually kind of difficult to do. As much as I do want to buff my ally, I think I need to go ahead and grab the cognition point. So the skull goes over there. We get +1 cognition, and then it's on a 2-turn cooldown. But the reason I want that... Okay, so it's a buff on you. It's a buff on you. Well, that does not help me at all, because I blocked off the bridge. I should have put you up front. I was hoping that I could throw this. I've never used this item before, so I didn't know what was going on. Not a strong opening turn for us. Not a really good opening turn. Can I shoot from here? Nope. Well, this sucks. It moves with the tech priest. I know, but I can't move. And it's only for 1 round. Because I accidentally walled myself off the bridge. Like a dummy. No fog of war in this? Nope. No fog of war. The only way that I could keep the use of this is if I don't... Because I wanted to move these guys, like, really far up. But I guess we're just not going to do that. Alright, so we got the bubble shield. But I just can't move. So we're just going to stay where we are. Can you melee your own troops? No, that'd be funny. Alright, we're just going to simple basic turn. See, if I move up too far, then I can't really make use of this. Hey, what's up, Flying Potatoes? How's it going? Do I make a packet of ramen or do I buy a sandwich? I knew someone in chat was gonna say make a ramen sandwich. Just put the whole block on some bread, take a bite. Hey, Onerous, are you still out there somewhere? Would you like to tackle Hip Hop Anonymous's question for me? I appreciate that. Top ramen expensive meal. Dude, top ramen. How is that expensive? Imagine being able to afford ramen and a sandwich. Dude, ramen's like 30 cents. All right, we're gonna use the servo skull on you as well. I kind of just need to generate cognition right now, unfortunately. It feels like a waste of my servo skull, but this map is particularly difficult. I think we just have a really slow first turn. I think you just take it slow. We got the shield. It's gonna block 5 hit points. We just don't need to get greedy. Just take it nice, slow opening. Shoot anybody if you can with the pistol. They're not in range. Very basic opening turn. Okay, since this guy's gonna move, I'm gonna use my final servo skull to get some intel on him. 22 health! See, this is why I need to know this stuff. 3 energy armor and 22 health. Okay. I got you, dude. Lord 10, do you wanna flank? Or should we all go fight the same group simultaneously? I might just put you on the elevator. We'll do a flank. We'll do a little flank in action. Alright, and then my invisible dude can go too. So we're gonna split up a little bit. Now it's their turn. Let's see what they do. Please don't have crazy range. Woo! Look at that! Damage absorbed by the shield! Alright, so the shield blocked all but 1 damage on that turn for those 2 guys. Uh-oh, never mind. Never mind, 3 more. Please don't move up and shoot again. 5 damage shield is nice, but 5 damage shield is not gonna block everything. But it did block the main. Bye, everyone. Well, I'm over here now, I guess. Surprise, other Necron warriors. All right, now it's a potential reinforcement. So it's a new round, new turn. I have 1 cog point, so I can field 1 servitor, and I think I need to field a servitor over here as a meat shield. When does he get to go? I'm gonna put him right there on the bridge. Hey, buddy. Woo! All right, I didn't know they were gonna attack right now. He's all right, he's fine. Overwatch? I don't think it was Overwatch. He didn't move. Only one character can have Overwatch, and it's none of these guys. These guys can't have Overwatch. It's only one enemy unit in the game can use Overwatch, as far as I know.
Sound.
And that's the sniper boy. Nice, Skyratopi. Make Nightbot sassy. Yes, this game is like Overwatch. If Overwatch didn't have loot boxes and wasn't making a sequel that isn't even a sequel, it's just a expensive DLC box. Chat, did Man vs. Machine keep TF2 alive? I ask you, will Man vs. Machine keep Overwatch alive? I'm just saying, history repeats itself. It was fun, yes. Yeah, I did play some Man vs. Machine. Would I have paid $40 for Man vs. Machine? Up front. I probably didn't get $40 worth of value. I didn't, just me. I didn't play it that many times. I'm mad at E-Town for being right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but somebody's got to speak up. All right, let's focus. Cosmic Anomaly, we got one cog, that's it. These Infestus Mechadendrites are free. I can shoot my pistol for free. I forgot that I had this ability, so I could have put a more expensive gun on here. Really, you need to go with the troop. Here's what's gonna happen. This ability sucks unless I put you with you. So I'm really not getting any use out of you at all right now. And that's my bad. But at least you have some good health. So we're just gonna move up. At least to here. Why can you only move like 3 spaces? I love that they're all 1 square out of range. That's beautiful. Chat, I think I'm in over my head playing on very hard mode. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies! I don't have enough firepower for this. All right. I gotta move up. All right, I gotta use the cog. I gotta use Cognition Freedom to make my attack free, so at least we can do some damage. 2 to 4. I think we gotta take out all the weenies. Excuse me. I'm allergic to weenies. 30% crit chance. Macro stubber. Do we attack the nanites because 4 damage kills them? And just pray for 30% chance. Nice. Yeah, we established that yesterday. Chitness. But it's a fun fact. I think since there's a chance to kill these guys off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and take the chance. Unfortunately, it did the minimum amount of damage. So, oh well. What I'm trying to say is, oh well. Chat, did you also say that it's time to use a gain 6 cognition point canticle right now? Oh, what a good idea. Thank you, Tech Priests. Praise be the Omnissiah for giving us a full turn of support. What are you guys talking about? What's up, Darth Panzer? What's up, Hypo Cube? still have no idea what's going on. Losurgo 6, there's only so much I can do, you know? It's like being a teacher in school. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, you know? I can show you a cool game. I can step by step explain my every single action. But there's a disconnect through the screen. That slow debuff is brutal. Oh, you mean the one that makes it where I can only move 2 blocks? Because unit movement is halved because of that one shot that guy did? I fell asleep, can you repeat the last 2 hours? Yeah. Chat, this is what you gotta deal with as a streamer. People come in, complain about not knowing what's going on, and then confess to the reason they don't know what's going on is because they went to sleep. The school analogy is so apt. If you fall asleep in class and then complain that you don't know what's going on in the test, I can't help you. I already did as much as I possibly can do. All right, so I'm gonna go here and just be annoying to these guys. So I used, basically I get as many movements as I want, as long as I have cogs to pay for it. So any single movement that's in blue is a free move. Any movement that is in orange costs a cog, and you can see the cog flashing, like, don't do it, it's gonna take -1. So as long as I can generate resources, I can move as much as I want. But I'm gonna stop here because my intention is to push these guys away for another attack that I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try using my new ability to do a single target knockback that way. And try and group these guys up, hopefully. They're gonna get to move before Ionic Naga gets to move though, which is a bit unfortunate. This guy doesn't get to move. I can't use this diagonally? Why does he have cover? Why do I not have line of sight on this guy? I simply don't listen to any of your explanations and instead wait for you to yell at people. The pillar's blocking it? Well, I mean, yeah, that's what's happening, but it, like, shouldn't be, I don't think, because you should have line of sight diagonally when you're standing next to somebody. Alright, well, this is gonna suck in a sec. Do your worst. Through pain, I find wisdom. Alright, my boy. You've got some new abilities. Ionic, we have been leveling you up. Negative effects last 1 turn less, so I don't think you have the debuff anymore. 5% crit chance per missing HP, so you should have a 20% crit chance buff just because you've lost 4 health. You gain +1 to damage and hurt yourself when doing attacks. And you restore 1 HP at the beginning of your turn. So let's do this. Step 1. We are going to arc rifle it up in here, I think. But before we do that, we're gonna use a beautiful canticle, which is a one-time power-up that ignores all armor on the next 4 attacks. So use that power-up card. They're gonna do a little prayer, and now my next 4 attacks are buffed. So, arc rifle. We're doing 2 to 9 damage. That's why I pushed this other dude over to try to get as much as possible. So, ignore armor. Why does it still suggest I'm gonna only do 0 damage to the guy in the back? It should do more than 0 if I'm ignoring armor. Unless I've severely misunderstood what's about to transpire here. So you see the cone that's coming out? I have to aim the cone. So if I attack this guy, it's kind of useless. You understand? But if I attack this front guy, it hits him and then, like, splits off into different directions. Nice crit! Ow, that hurt. Because my technology has become corrupted. So we destroyed the little nanite cluster of scarabs that was in the back. So they're dead, which is good. Now, the problem here is I have to make a decision. How far can this dude run? What's his movement? Like, would he be able to get in here if I don't block him off? Because, like, I could get in this and use my power axe, but the problem with using power axe is I don't get to use my heal. But maybe I do enough damage to down this guy so he doesn't get an opportunity to attack this turn. I'm worried that I'm gonna lose one of my tech priests this turn. What up? Yo, what up? He's got... Hang on. Oh, you're not the guy that knows what happened. Okay, never mind. I thought you were Lord 10 for a second, Ionic Naga. My bad. But you do still ignore armor, so this is good. That was a crit? Chat, that was a crit and he's still alive? How much health do you have? Oh, I turned the difficulty up. I could have done cleansing anointments. Cleanse any target of negative effects. But I couldn't do it until just now. You don't have any negative effects. How far does this reach go? Nobody's got negative effects. So never mind. Alright, that's my whole turn. I'm out of cog points. Time for them to move around and be annoying. Please don't hurt me too bad. Yeah, going on this little elevator was pretty much getting jebaited. Not a good turn, you know? Not great. I've never trusted sideways elevators for good reason. Arathon98, thank you for the 6 months of sub, by the way. Man, this guy, hang on. If he's got a debuff, why couldn't I cleanse his negative effect? Servitor can't even move. All right, I got 2 health and a dream, chat. 2 health and a dream. Well, here's the thing. If I do want to use that, but also this guy and this guy are about to get a turn, and then this guy gets to go. So somebody over here is about to be on the cusp of death. I guess I gotta do it though. Pray for your health to return. That's all. All my mechanicals are gone. We used every single one. They're all gone. And I don't have any cognition points. So I can't use power axe. So things are times are tough right now. I really don't want to waste my ignore armor attack on these chumps, but also I don't think I have a choice. That's gonna be a very weak attack. 1 damage. But at least you ignored armor. Now, I have to go stand next to them. Because if they try to move away, since I'm in melee range, I get an attack, 1 attack of opportunity. So whichever one of them tries to move away first, I get to take a swing at least. So I gotta put myself in harm's way over there. That's my whole turn. What a bad turn. And then I get to do something with you. So I'm pretty much just gonna stand here and use my flechette blaster to do 4 damage to you, hopefully. I get a pretty big crit chance. Well, at least I did the 4 damage. And then I'm just gonna move behind cover. Well, it's not cover, but it's line of sight blocking. All right, now your turn to... Hey, you tried to run away on your turn. That's what I was hoping for. Ow, now I die. Rip my tech priest soon. I do have one cog point. I do have one cog point! Servitor! Your whole life has been building up to this moment. You go right there and protect the 2 tech priests. Call them in! Yeah! Meat shield! Oh! It splash damages! But he still served his role. Good job, little boy. You did it! You roly-poly. Servitor, your life's purpose has been achieved. Even in death I serve. Do you lose tech priests when they die? If you're playing in permadeath, you do. But if you... Unlike in XCOM, where you can hire more Marines, in this game you cannot simply hire more tech priests. If you lose a tech priest in permadeath, they're gone for the rest of the game. Sorry. Does this game have you fighting against many different factions, or is it only Necrons? It is Adeptus Mechanicus versus the Necron Tomb World. The Tomb World. Hello, respectable comedy streamer man. Yes, I am all of those things, Average Cool. Thank you for remembering. I'm glad you we have an understanding here. But yes, I do have a mission to fight a rebellion of seedy underbelly Mechanicus forces that have turned into heretics. So we will be fighting some Adeptus Mechanicus units as well. Is this permadeath? No, I don't have permadeath on because I didn't think it sounded fun for my first playthrough. However, the difficulty is on the hardest difficulty right now. Okay, let's do, I might just delay his turn. I fear that if I delay my turn, bad things are gonna happen though. But the reason I want to delay my turn is so I can get a cheeky extra attack with this guy. I don't know if that's worth... I do think that he's... I'm gonna go ahead and use my turn. But I'm gonna servo skull my ally over here to help out on this side because they seem to be struggling. Alright, so the servo skull went over. Is giving me a +1 damage, +4 movement, and +15 crit chance to my troop over there. I think they need the help. Next. How to do this? I guess you can't, I don't know if you can do this diagonally. No, you can, but where does it push them? I don't know, but I'm just gonna use it. I don't know if it's actually doing any damage or not, but I see no reason not to try. Alright, so this is really the only person that's gonna be hurting me on this side, and we're gonna get this guy to come help, basically. Okay. So let's end turn there. Don't crit! Okay, you didn't crit, but still. Ow! You get 1 heal, for what that's worth. I'm gonna need the servo skull to get some cog points for us. Because we're gonna need to do 2 things with you. Number 1, I need a Curatio Claw to heal us! Ooh, 2 to 4 repair, we got the max. That's a +4. So we're back to 9 health. We're about to go lower than that, though, once I use my power axe. But the real question is, do I want to use my power axe, or Should I just go over here and fight this guy? And just occupy him? And just ignore, because at least then I get to attack. Then I get an attack of opportunity when he tries to move away. Is that worth? Plus, it'll be, if we're all clustered together, his attacks are much more powerful with AoE. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm just gonna get lit up either way. Because he gets to go first. I don't think I have much choice. Alright, so we get to do 4 to 6 damage, destroy 1 energy and 1 physical armor. 80% chance to crit is pretty good. There it is, that's the crit, 6 damage. Remove 1 of his armor. And then I can run away, but honestly, there's no need to. I forgot to shoot. I have a blast pistol. But honestly, the blast pistol would not have hurt him. I don't think it would hurt either of them. They both have energy armor. So it doesn't matter. It would have just built it up, I guess. All right. Next. How are you still alive? Don't do it. Don't do it, other third guy. Oh! I'm so dead, dude. I'm so dead, dude. I don't know what to do. I gotta go punch this guy. Please disable him. He didn't disable him, but at least I get an attack of opportunity afterwards. My turn up here? Oh dear God. I need cog points! Get the cog points, please. I need to move right. This guy's got 1 health. So I blast him with the machine blaster. Okay, he's down for the count. Then I move in to the middle. Collect the cog from the downed enemy. So we have 2. I use Curatio Claw, -1. We can use that every 2 turns to do a small heal. How much did you heal for? Did he get a 4 heal too? Wow, we got max heal on both of those. Awesome. Then I have 1 cog point left. We're gonna use to do damage to this chump. And then we get an attack of opportunity when he runs away as well. All right, now I pretty much have to run interference. Which I can, it's so close. Hold on. What if I run here? And then run here? All right, chat, this is the strategy. We're using the Sicarian Infiltrator to try and distract this person. But what we're actually doing is helping against this person because we're doing physical damage. He has energy armor. The other option is I can shoot this guy so that when he moves, my attack of opportunity kills him. What's better? Try and weaken the big boy, which may not be enough. If I only roll a 3, he'll still have 8 health. Yeah, this guy reses in 1 turn as well, so I kind of have to destroy him. This is rough. 1 turn faster, 1 turn faster. They're coming back real quick. I guess I gotta finish off this guy, actually. But at the very least, I'll be intercepting this guy's attack to keep him alive, basically. I'm just gonna stay right there. Wish me luck, chat. Please attack the weenie. Yes, Servitor! You did exactly what you needed to do to keep us alive. Both my servitors are gone. Oh, they got scarabs spawning in. Whose turn it is? Attack of opportunity as he flees. Nice crit, by the way. Please don't do 7 damage. That's all I ask. Whoa! Who did you attack? Why did you shoot past his shoulder? Who did you damage? Who was that at? Does this game wrestle with any of the themes to do with the two factions, like their ideologies? Well, JC Wizards, we're only in like the first fifth of the game, so I don't know. But the characters are interesting and the writing is good. I don't know if that answers your question. But there is a storyline with various persons of interest in Adeptus Mechanicus who have different methods. And you kind of, they argue with each other about the methods. He aimed for the AoE. That makes sense, yeah. But yeah, I said Arathon, I think I got you, but thanks again for the sub. I appreciate you. Touched on the Mechanicus ideology a little so far, yeah. It has. Necrons we're still learning about. I don't know much about the Necrons because the game is going to reveal that information as we learn about them. Okay, so we have a chance here. This guy's going to get to shoot. Then we get a chance here. Then this warrior, and then Lord 10. A little scary. So Scarabs go last. I'm shocked that this guy's still on his 2 feet. I do have a refractor field generator this turn, but that costs a cog, as does my macro stubber. So I wonder if it would be in my interest to just go here, pop refractor field gen, and then try and get this dude inside of the generator as well. I'm just gonna poke him a couple more times and hope that he gets disabled. It was not to be. It was not to be. That's okay. We're finding lots of wisdom today. Quite a lot of it. Tons of it, even. Do I have any way at all to generate points? Do I have any way at all to generate a cog? The only way is if my Phosphor Blast pistol downs this guy. So I have to move here, use Phosphor Blast, hope for the best. Well, it's been nice knowing you all, chat. I have enjoyed being Ionic Naga for a little while. I could have delayed my turn, but then he might have just gotten killed. Probably should have delayed. So we're just gonna plug ourselves right in the middle. That way we get the attack of opportunity. Come on, take this guy out. Possible rip. Wow, we are getting some nice rolls. Real nice rolls. That energy armor saved my life just now, by the way. Absolutely saved my life. So unfortunately, Phosphor Blast Pistol is not a guarantee that this guy gets downed, because it's 0 or 1. It's a 50-50. Who goes next? You go next, then you go, then the Immortal goes. Now, there's a chance that he'll go for splash damage and just shoot back over here again and then kill my guy. But I get to go next, so I might delay my turn. There is a world in which we live. The force field actually might save my life down here. What do I do with this guy? I can't attack him without a machine spirit. I think we have to delay. Because you can get a guaranteed kill. In fact, we can get a guaranteed Necron Immortal kill. But I don't have enough room. I have to go down here to do it. But then he comes back to life in one turn, doesn't he? Will he immediately come back to life in the next turn? It's tough. This is tough, chat. I play Necrons on tabletop. Yeah, the tabletop games, it's just fun to look at everyone's miniatures and... I have some X-Wing miniatures game, which is not even close to Warhammer. I'm not trying to equate the two, but I know the joy of having, you know, a nice collection of miniatures. It's very fun. I joined just in time to die? You're not dead yet. You're not dead yet. What if you shoot him, then move close to get the opportunity kill? Yeah, I could do that. That would have been fine. What I'm worried about is basically this guy. I would love to run over here to try and get a down on the big boy, but if I do that, I leave this guy to get shot in the back, which I really don't want to do. So I feel like it might be better to do machine spirit. Just go ahead and get the confirmed kill. Get the confirmed kill. And then I just want to make sure I don't block the other dude off. I would like to come down here and help. I think we're just gonna get some distance. All right, rip that guy. Attack of opportunity handled. I'm gonna get killed from opportunity attack damage. That's gonna be funny. All right, this guy's getting repaired by the scarabs. And then I delayed Lord Tin, so I get another turn. So the play is as follows. We walk here, we grab a cognition. Thank you for the cognition from the downed enemy. Then we can afford to use a cog and movement to go all the way up to here. Since I already used my attack of opportunity from this guy, and I can go machine spirit charge, bam. Downing the enemy. So I think he's gonna come back. Does he? I don't know if he comes. I can just phosphor blast pistol him though. Perfect. All right, the heavy is dead. The heavy is dead. And then I have one cog left, and I don't know who these guys are gonna shoot, to be honest. So I think that was better than finishing off this guy. I might. Like, what are the odds that they shoot me? Pretty high, I guess. I just feel like it's wasting a cog to get over here. Who is this guy gonna shoot? He can't see here, so he's either gonna shoot this one or this one, and the guy on top's closer, so he's gonna. I think he will shoot me. So let's let's move into position inside the shield. Just to be safe. I think we can still hack it, chat. I think we can still hack it. Let's see what happens. Because it's my turn now. I get to go before this guy does. When does he get to go? He's coming up, but Ionic might be able to be the one that puts him down. So we got the macro, I got a servo skull, which is currently on my ally, but I really need the servo skull to get the cognition points so that we can use some abilities. But what to do? Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to move here. And then I'd like to shoot the macro into the person in the back. And we might get a lucky kill. We did not get a lucky kill. When does he get to go? He gets to go next. But Cosmic has the most health and thus the highest chance of survival. And we don't have the shield anymore. It was a one-turn only shield. I guess I could have used Cognition Freedom. My bad. I could have made that attack free. But I think it'll probably still be fine. Where'd he go? He just went invisible. I can push you back too. That attack only does like a 1 damage. Alright, that'll make my next attack free. May as well use it. So he's gonna go next. I don't get an attack of opportunity. Who's he gonna shoot? Please don't do 5. Okay, we're good. We're doing it. We're gonna be so low health at the end of this. We're gonna be lucky to survive. So if I move here, this is the perfect spot, I think. Because I have an opportunity to finish off this chump before he comes back to life. Which he was about to do, so he's been removed. I'm about to die of self-inflicted wounds. So my options are basically just heal. But if I just heal, I need to use the power axe on Lord Tin, so I can't just heal. I have to trust, chat. I have to trust. I have to have faith, okay? Have faith in the Omnissiah. That this guy's not gonna snipe past my friend. He does not snipe past my friend. That was the whole point of positioning him there. All right, now we actually have a chance. I got Servo Skull. This is still very doable. We're gonna pop over, take a Machine Spirit snipe. Wait, what? Excuse me, as I said, pop over, take a Machine Spirit powered snipe with our free pistol shot. And then make sure that he stays down. But actually, I don't think we want to make sure he stays down. I think we just wait for him to move because he's going to have the opportunity attack, which is going to be on his turn, not mine. So that works. So we're just going to end turn there. I might go ahead and just heal because this opportunity attack would kill him if this is who I think it is. No. This is Lord Tin. He would not have accidentally died. He would have been fine. Okay, and then you at the top I have ignored for far too long. What to do? I guess I'll just move up. Who? Me? You. Prepared for repairs. That's right. Hey, Syntax Squid, how's it going? Howdy. Sorry, we're in the middle of quite a stressful encounter right now. Quite a stressful encounter. So I'm gonna move up to give some assistance on the final guy. We have a charged shot that did a nice crit and probably did some damage as well. And check this out. Do I finally get to use this? All troops in range, attack the selected target. I can make you attack on my turn. Hey, we got to use our ability. Okay. So that's good. That's lovely, chat. Just lovely. Where are you going? No, I don't think so. Now, the finale. Hopefully. Unless something goes terribly wrong. You're gonna move up here. Grab the cognition on your way past. And scan. And that's our objective. Or an objective, at least. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my party that we're having up here. There's more friends.
This is the sub-sound.
Who's the closest to dying over here? Luckily, we have a 5 health tech priest. It's not over, chat. It's not over. It'll be fine. I need to use my free shot to make sure he doesn't come back. The good news is we've taken care of, most of the other people. He comes back in one turn, but we're gonna finish him off first. The real question is, should I use my cog to heal? Or should I save it to use down here? Because I don't get another one. Use your pog to heal, that's right. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Don't worry, Klonoa, we'll get it. Sea Cold, what up? Thank you for 21 months, Sea Cold, who simply says, yay. You know what? Yay indeed. Welcome back for 21. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, Sea Cold. Thanks for being here. Shadowlight, what up? We're just in a dire situation right now. I'm trying to analysis paralysis myself into getting into a winning position. We will get the Servo Skull back next turn. But my fear is that Lord Tin could use the cog to do some good down there. I don't know. I need to get away from these guys. And we need to regroup and kind of attack them on our own terms. So I'm gonna go, I guess I will heal because you're at 2 health. You're scaring me. Only got a 2 health heal. That's all you got. We're gonna, I'm gonna move you a little bit away. I would like to destroy the console because we're about to be at Tomb Awakening level 6, and destroying this console would put us back to 5, which may be necessary. We'll see. All right, Lord Tin. You don't have a ton of options right now. You finish, I think you just shoot this guy for free. Make sure he doesn't revive. And then, I think, like I said, just get some distance. Make them come to us a little bit. Body block for Cosmic. Well, how far can he shoot? Because he might just kill Cosmic. Yeah, he might just round the corner and kill both of you. Doesn't Lord Tin have a dodge mod? But yeah, but it costs 1 cog. So, can't do it. Alright, and then Sicarian Infiltrator is going to dash on in. And sacrifice themselves, hopefully, if need be. Can't do any shots. Necron will attack first in battle. Interesting. Whose turn is it? I need to get Cosmic Anomaly out of here, dude. Ooh, we got a Servo Skull. Grab that. I need it. And then we do the refractor. This is a good turn for a refractor generator, chat. All right. And who goes next? The warrior and the immortal. So I'm gonna move up to like here. Should I move up to just protect this dude? That should be protected. You're blocking 5 damage. This guy's not gonna be able to shoot. You might accidentally get yourself killed here. It's possible. I don't know, dude. Whatever, if you die, you die, Cosmic. We'll bring you back. We have the technology. How much damage did it absorb, though? All of it, except for 1. We only took 1 damage. That's pretty good ability right there. It was enough. It was enough. All right, Ionic. What do with you? I definitely want the servo cognition point. This is tough. This is a free attack. Nice 4 damage crit. Ow. What's your chance to crit right now? Probably godlike. 100%. Guaranteed. It's guaranteed. We can almost blow that up. Like, literally 1 more attack would do the trick. Dude, we're so weak. I can't stick around to blow this up, though. Right? Like, I can't. We gotta go up and help. The problem is this is gonna do another AoE blast. All right, so I'm moving up here. Not using any more cogs. Go ahead and in turn. Well, you do have a cleanse that you can do. Let's cleanse you. It is free. That lets you move normally. So we actually use the cleanse. All right, Lord 10. You've got to heal, but like, is that really a good use of your abilities? I don't necessarily think so. What do I do? The scarabs really complicate this mess as well. First of all, servo skull it up. That's the last cognition we can even acquire. You can't even, they can, okay, so they can all shoot, but if they want to get a better angle, they're gonna have to go pretty far around. I can't even get to you. This guy I know has armor. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like here, all the way into the corner. Get a little machine spirit powered free pistol shot. Eliminate the scarab. Good job. 4 damage. Well done. And then I'm gonna use a cog to kind of just like hide around the corner. This is out of line of sight, correct? It should be. Because I don't think I don't have any vision. That should be easily out of sight. We're just gonna chill here. Now you are just gonna be a meat shield in front to try and like taunt these guys. You stand right there and just get their interest. Who should I focus on, the weenie first or the big boy? I I don't know what armor the big guy has. I know that he doesn't have any armor. Let's go for the small one. Kill the ads first. Nice crit. Very good. Now Cosmic Anomaly gets to go, then the Necron Warrior and Necron Immortal. So we're gonna be all split up. And that's the idea. So next weapon attack is gonna be free. I'm gonna move up to here. Use my free macro stubber shot. Done a questionable amount of damage, and then I'm going to move with my cog. Or actually, if I move here, am I out of line of sight? I should be out of line of sight for him unless he can move 1, 2, 3, and then see me, I think. So I probably want to, just to be safe, go even further out of the way. I just hate that it wastes the cog. All right, so we're dividing and conquering right now. Now let's see what he does. Well, one of you may be dead, chat. It's a price I'm gonna have to pay. Wow! We got so lucky! 3 damage, not a kill, by the way. Oh! Some good RNG right there. Okay, where was I? I have literally no moves, Ionic. Literally none. So I'm just gonna roll up to this spot. Take a pot shot. Not gonna do any damage. It did, he has physical armor. Okay, so I was actually right. I guessed that he had physical armor. I'm almost dead because I did damage to myself. So I can't do another attack anyways. Not that I want to. I'm gonna hide behind this pillar so he can't see me. And that's my turn. All right, now you, my boy. How can you see him? No, you can't. I think we just roll on up to him and start doing damage. I don't know. What else do you do? I guess you can do this. Pop out of cover. Take a blaster shot. And then pop back into cover and let him roll at you again. Because this is physical damage. I can't even do an attack. All right, back into cover. Now he's not gonna know where to go. So desperate. There aren't nearly enough waist-high walls in this tomb. Dude, they're all right here. This is the choke point. They pop out of this and they snipe you. It's pretty genius. All right, we don't have any more troops left, so Servo is just gonna gather cognition points for us. Then we're just gonna peek around the corner. Try and get a macro stubber attack in. Please get that. Oh, he got downed. He got downed. Collect the cog. Poke him with the free tendril. He's dead. And probably do we use the cog to retreat? Because I don't think he can see me. He can move here, but I still don't think he can see me unless he goes all the way up. I think you still have to use the cog just to be sure. You don't want to take that chance. All right, what are you gonna... That could have been worse. That's why I put the healthiest guy over there. That's exactly why. Also, I have a cleanse, so your movement is no longer impaired. You're welcome. All right, Servo Skull, grab a cog. I have to go here to even shoot him with the pistol. but it's probably worth. I think this is the turn. He's got 16 health, though. He does have 16 health. Nice 4 damage crit. Ow! I keep forgetting I'm almost on the cusp of accidentally dying myself. All right, we're not gonna heal. I'm just gonna go oof. All right, there's literally no way he can line of sight me from here. Right? There's no way. That's a free move. He can't see me. Now your turn, my boy. To the bitter end with this one. We're gonna move up 1. Get the machine. So this is 4 to 5 damage with a 10% chance to crit. We got 5. He's at 7 health. I can't kill him though. I do 4 to 6. But we get 2 hits. So I just roll up on him. Swing with the power axe. That's gonna destroy 1 armor. Doesn't it? Destroy 1 energy, 1 physical. Yeah, he's down to 4. Then I hit him with the old either heal or omnispecs. Heal's probably more consistent, so we'll do the heal. 4 repaired. Very nice. Very nice. Heal right in front of his face just to spite him. That's what I like to see. Just to be like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah. Hit him with the old heal right in the face. And then Cosmic Anomaly may be able. You don't have any points, so just enjoy your cat nap, I guess. I could have delayed you, but it's gonna be over soon enough. Ladies and gentlemen, no threats remaining. No tech priest died in this mission, despite being on the cusp of death. 1 HP in a dream. No save scums necessary. I was very focused. I'm sorry for taking my attention away from you. Mission complete. The cohort defends the location of the lost Skitarii unit, enabling them to move the Oculus topographis back out of the tomb towards Skitarii lines. The troops and the valuable surveying device they escort are saved from perishing in the tomb. Now keep in mind, that was an easy mission, very hard difficulty. Not gonna lie, the last stream's gear loadout was way better. Why would you lie about that? Are you telling me that you don't like my choice of levels, upgrades, and gear that I got from the Prima strategy guide? Okay, because I copied this loadout verbatim from page 82, paragraph 4, telling me the best way to complete this mission. This is what they told me to do. I have not deviated 1 iota. Why would I dare try to experiment with new upgrades and unlocks? That's heresy. I mean, aren't you playing this game where you're supposed to adhere to these religious principles? Why would I want to try new technology? That's heresy. Of course I wouldn't do that. The squad survivors are back at our lines, and the Oculus has been salvaged. We've been set back in our exploration of the tomb, but not nearly so far as we would have been if the unit had been lost.
Is the Oculus topographis providing data?
It is fully functional, although at this stage I can report nothing other than that the tomb is huge. Orgalek.
This shall be factored into future missions. Ensure I am apprised of further developments, Subdomina.
Let me play stream person. I want to do heresy. Is heresy the newest drug on the streets? Clean up the streets. Prima guide confirmed for Adeptus Mechanicus approved codex. Well, I am willing to pay the price for almost dying, because almost dying is better than dying, chat. And that's a fact. Go ahead and reset that. Oof, big awakening. Big awakening. 429 mouse clicks. New Canticle unlocked. 48 Necrons scanned. The next 6 attacks will ignore all armor. It's pretty good. That's just a direct upgrade of the one that we just used.
The blessings of the Omnissiah. He has seen our goals to be his goals. And he has given us 9 cognition points instead of 6. I don't even have that much on my meter.
Plus 3 energy armor for 1 round. Interesting. Ubjao sector located. Whereas the other tombs are sterile, this one is grossly fecund. Fecund? With the union of life and death. The first scouting maniples to enter are overwhelmed by the appealing stench. They walk straight into a charnel house. Biological remains plaster every wall and floor. Some are creatures indigenous to Silver Tenebris, but others are unmistakably human, presumably from the former colonists of St. Eckart's Hope. Their decay begins instantly as the sealed atmosphere of the tomb is breached. A metallic skittering heralds something even worse waiting in the tombs. In this pit of disease and death, even of the mind of a tech priest is vulnerable before its horror. Oh, he's got 2 missions. That's the Ubjao sector. Gotcha. Tomb spiders. Tomb scarab spiders. Thousands of them. Check it out, chat. Look what we just did. We got Skitari Ranger Alpha, level 1. They have 10 health and 1 physical shield. Avoid all opportunity attacks, so they just running around. Single target melee triggers an opportunity attack, deals 3 to 5 physical damage to target. Sounds good to me, dog. Nice new troop to play with. Nice. Hello, Jeff, with a bunch of Fs. Jeff with a bunch of F. We're about to do, obviously, some reconfig. I don't think we're ready for the Infestus Mechadendrite. I do like that it's free. It only makes sense to use this if you're not going to use a Power Axe, because the Power Axe gets an attack of opportunity. You push people away with this. So pushing away and attack of opportunity don't go together. Right? But we're going to do some refitting. I think it's time to give Lord 10 a side path. And I think the side path we were going to do for you was probably Lex Mechanic. That being said, level 1 Secutor makes a lot of sense for an Explorator, because you do get extra movement, 15% crit, and a +1 damage. So tier 1 Secutor, it sounds really good with his build. Tier 2, obviously not as much. Cognition reduction, not really necessary for us right now. The generating is pretty good. Collect all from one source would not have really been that useful to us last time. I guess it would have been okay, but it really would have been a side grade. Cleanse, +4 range is not necessary with the Explorator. For us, our Explorator, let's say. Restore 1 HP at the beginning of a turn. Yeah, what I might do is like really just multi-spec Lord 10. Same game 2 days in a row, new frontiers. Yeah, we were joking about that earlier. We played RimWorld twice in a row, but nobody batted an eye last week. Is there an option to lower settings? Graphics? You can turn off anti-aliasing, ambient occlusion, bloom, motion blur, and reflections. Those are your options. I did by not watching. That's okay, Applecube. I didn't even notice that you weren't there. Did my sub just run out? You good, Syntax. You're fine. That's because RimWorld isn't like XCOM. But it is. It's got just as much RNG. I like your style, Arriving Carriage. What's up, Yannervite? Arriving Carriage says, can someone explain where the Tech Priests fit in the lore? They're not their own unique faction, right? They're members of factions I recognize, like the Blood Ravens and the Imperial Guard. I don't know anything about 40k, so you were correct to ask chat instead. But my understanding is Adeptus Mechanicus is a special elite tech-based, I mean, they're quote-unquote the most technologically advanced humans in the Imperium. Is Imperium the right word? Dude, I know nothing about 40k. But they serve the Emperor, right? Tech priests work with Imperial, and tech priests make weapons on Mars. Says Undead Penguin. They now have their own army. They're part of Adeptus Mechanicus, but the rest of the Imperium leaves them alone because they can just stop manufacturing weapons for them, lol. Yeah. I tried Arriving Carriage. I tried. I'm learning though, and it's kind of cool. It's fun to learn. I'm gonna watch the videos with the backstories at some point and watch some lore vids. I think I want to make Lord 10 Jack of all trades, but focus on Explorator. I think that sounds fun. Let's start with Lex Mechanic though, because we're obviously short on cognition points. So I'm gonna give you that for 200. Generate 1 cog at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. It's only this unit though, so it has to be empty before his turn, which might be difficult. But obviously, if a bunch of people have that, then you can just keep burning your cog points and regenerating them over and over again. That's totally viable too. And we get 1 extra augment slot if I want. Honestly, your gear's pretty good. I don't really want to change. The only thing we're not using is Omnispecs, but that's only because we have no cogs. I still think Omnispecs is okay. However, we were using both garments. If I swap to anything, it would be something that is also... You know what? Maybe I just want another refractor field generator. I think that's better than the Omnispecs. I dig it. I thought that was very useful in the last encounter, and putting that on a second person seems even mo better to me. The only other thing I would do is put a second free Phosphor Blast shot, so I can either choose a little bit of extra offense or a medium amount of extra defense. Those are really the 2 choices to make. I think they both have merit, but I think he's the one that's usually up in people's faces. And if you're up in people's faces, they have to walk away to shoot you. So Refractor Shield Generator makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna try that out. We got a heal, we got a shield every few turns. Seems good. I got 348 left over. Ionic, we were having trouble keeping you alive. Restore 1 HP at the end of your turn. Wait, you gotta do this first. No. Restore 3 HP.
No, I gotta unlock clothes first. These are too good.
I don't want clothes. All right, what kind of clothes you got? We are wearing what? What are you wearing right now, Ionic? You got plus 5 HP torso augment, and so you got torso and leg covered. Okay, torso and leg. If you got torso and leg, then I'm gonna look at helmet and I'm gonna look at arms. See, these are just better arms. The Zinnerite is like a direct better than this one. But the helmet is just physical armor. And this helmet is HP and armor. So, how come the Engine Seer clothes all suck? I guess it's good if you want energy armor.